Today, the Chicago Maroons will ring in the new year with their final non-conference matchup of 2025, as the 8-2 Maroons look for their sixth straight win, and all of them coming on the road as they face the Kalamazoo Hornets to kick off 2025. The Hornets coming in with a record of 7-3, led by fifth-year head coach Nick Giard, and they score over 83 points a game, but they also allow over 80 a game. So this should be a high scoring affair here in Michigan as the Maroons look to enter UAA play with a record of 9-2. Would be a game better than they entered last year with. This will be the Maroons' pretty much second game in an entire month. Make that a third game. They beat Pomona Pitzer and Caltech on the California road trip about 2 weeks ago. They had a 2-week layoff before that, and they had a 2-week layoff after that. Maroons will not play another game for another week after this one. They will begin UAA play right after this game. Maroons scoring leaders on the season: Thomas Kurowski 12.9, Joe Barry 12.7, and Daniel Cochran 9.7. They will all probably start today, assuming none of them are hurt. And the Maroons, after this, will start UAA play at Wash U. They are one of the top-ranked schools in the country. The Maroons will have their work cut out for them. They want to enter with as much momentum as possible, and what better way to do that than a 6-game winning streak, which is what they are seeking today. Tisch Loveless Court here in Kalamazoo, Michigan, will be the host of today's matchup. Between the Maroons and the Hornets. As we're about a minute away from end of the warm-up timer and the start of this final non-conference matchup. Maroons and Hornets head back to their respective benches. The warm-up timer ends. And after the national anthem, we'll be ready to begin proceedings here. National anthem is playing. Kalamazoo College features 4 different players averaging double figures, 6 different players averaging 6 or more. They're led by senior forward Lucas Broadsword, who averages 16.4 a game. He has not yet attempted a 3 this entire season, and yet he is their scoring leader. Other contributors: number 23, Patrick Perez, a 6'5 sophomore guard. Number 22, DJ Courtney, a 6'3 senior guard. And number 5, Carter Bandemer, a 6'2 junior guard. Just a vast array of scoring options here between the Maroons and the Hornets. With the national anthem complete, we are ready to look at today's starting lineups for the Maroons, the visitors, and the host Hornets here at Tim Loveless Arena. For the Maroons, Joe Barry, a 6'5", 6'1 junior guard from Topeka, Kansas. He's making his 11th start of the season. Waiting for the next guy, Amon Kana, 6'5 junior guard from Atlanta, Georgia, making his 11th start of the season. Still waiting. Thomas Kurowski, a 6'4 senior guard from Niles, Michigan, making his 11th start of the season. Daniel Cochran, a 6'7 freshman forward from Brentwood, Tennessee, making his 11th start of the season. And Jackson Piotrowski, 6'6 senior forward from Newton Square, Pennsylvania, making his 10th start of the season. So this is the same starting lineup the Maroons have used in all but one game. Barry, Kanaa, Kurowski, Cochran, and Piotrowski will be on the floor to start tonight's proceedings. Starting five for Kalamazoo, Lucas Hannafin, a 6'0 junior guard from Chelsea, Michigan. Nelson Sampa, a 5'11 freshman guard from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Looks like they were introducing them simultaneously. Lucas Broadsword, a 6'7 senior forward from Boise, Idaho. And let's see. Can't make out anymore. We got number 14, Bradley Eziuka, freshman from Canton, Michigan, as Cochran heads to the starting line, tips the ball in the air, and takes it as it goes to Joe Barry of UChicago to start off this game. First match of 2025. Barry throws it left side, Kurowski. Kurowski dribbles the center circle, throws it left there, where Kanaa puts up a three and misses it off the flange. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with UChicago as it was taken out by Patrick Perez of Kalamazoo. He's making his 10th start, a 6'5 sophomore guard from San Diego. Kurowski gets the inbound, fakes a handoff, throws a deep one, and it's off the mark. Rebound taken by Broadsword, now flung up court, and it goes into the hands of Eziuka. Eziuka gets a screen from Broadsword, goes left side, now goes into Perez. Patrick Perez dribbles to right wing, gives it right side. Eziuka gets another screen from Broadsword. Eziuka motors, now feeds inside Broadsword. Broadsword against Piotrowski, backing him down. Hook shot, Broadsword short. Rebound claimed by UChicago's Daniel Cochran. Kurowski races up the left end. Kurowski into the paint. Kurowski now feeds Barry for a three, and it's too short. Rebound into the hands of Eziuka. Feeds all the way up top to an open man, and it's good as Bradley Eziuka got the feed from Nelson Sampa and got two on the board for Kalamazoo, who lead 2-0. A minute into the game, Joe Barry, guarded by Sampa, gives it left side to Kanaa. Amon Kanaa throws there. Kurowski fakes a three, now dribbles to center circle, throws right side Kanaa, who almost lost his grip but recovers. Now goes to center. Cochran launches a three and misses the shot. Rebound taken away by Eziuka of Kalamazoo, and then a whistle's going to be called, and we have just going to be a substitution, it appears. We're going to see Carter Bandemer, a 6'2 junior guard from Howell, Michigan, enter, replacing Eziuka. Inbound goes to Nelson Sampa, the freshman guard. He throws right side to Broadsword, who holds and now tosses middle of the court Hannafin. Left side now Perez. Patrick Perez feeds inside Broadsword. He flings it across court back to Sampa. Nelson Sampa inside to Broadsword. Broadsword behind his back. It goes to Hannafin. Hannafin motors right, gives it up. Broadsword wants to drive inside and does. Broadsword kicks it out now where Perez has it. 5 on the shot clock. Perez drives inside, spins around, puts up a underhand hook, and it's good. Patrick Perez puts 2 on the board for Kalamazoo, and they lead 4-0 2 minutes into this game. Barry takes it the other way against Sampa. Throws it left side where Kanaa has it. Feeds right side Kurowski. Kurowski gives it up Kanaa. Fakes a three. Now drives inside Kanaa. Kicks it back out Cochran. 13 in the shot clock. Daniel Cochran walks to center circle. Gives it out to Piotrowski. Feeds right side Kurowski. Inside from the free throw line. Steps back here to 20-footer and misses it too long. Piotrowski collects the ribbon for UChicago and dribbles back out. New shot clock. Now the ball's fed right side to Barry. Gives it back from Cochran. Barry motors to center circle. 11 on the shot clock. Joe Barry still with the ball. Throws it left side. Cochran. 7 on the shot clock. Cochran behind his back goes to Kanaa. Fakes a three. Now fakes another three. Throws it right side. Now just launch the desperation heave, and it's no good. Rebound Sampa of Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo drives inside. And now Sampa will give it up to Hannafin. Make that Carter Bandemer. Bandemer back to Sampa. Sampa inside. Paul tipped away back into the hands of Sampa. Sampa drives toward the basket, hooks up an underhand shot. No good. Tip no good. Rebound into the hands of Kalamazoo's Hannafin. Hannafin kicks it back out to Sampa with a fresh shot clock. Now goes back out to Hannafin. Driving inside, Lucas Hannafin. Taken away from him by Karowski. Karowski with a free lay to the basket. He's going to lay it up and dunk it with one hand. Thomas Karowski puts the first two on the board for UChicago. Their scoring leader, 4-2 the score. Sampa against Barry, who is playing aggressive. Sampa drives inside, has it poked away by Piotrowski, but it's out of bounds off of the senior. And Kalamazoo will keep with 21 on the shot clock. As we see Dougie Blackwood, a junior guard, enter the game, replacing Patrick Perez. The inbound will go right to him, and he will dribble it and attempt to back down Piotrowski. He gives it up Broadsword. Lucas Broadsword kicks it back out, where Blackwood has it again. Drives inside, drives, shoots, and scores. Dougie Blackwood puts 2 on the board for Kalamazoo, and it's 6-2 with 4 minutes gone in the first quarter. Barry throws it right side Karowski. Karowski dribbles center circle, feeds it inside to Barry, but it's taken away by Blackwood, saved by Cochran. Cochran gives it back to Piotrowski. Now right side goes to Barry. Open three. Barry, no good. Rebound Cochran, UChicago, but he could not stay in bounds. The ball goes to Kalamazoo. And we have reached the under 16 media timeout. Chicago offense struggling early as they trail 6-2 here in Kalamazoo. This is UChicago basketball on Graham Sportscasting Channel. Out of the media timeout, it is 4 in, 4 out for UChicago as their new lineup features Dom Martinelli, Noah Pitt, Luke Smith, Amon Kana, and the inbounder is Philip Lawrence. Lawrence will look to feed, throws it out there where it's caught by Kana, but a whistle and an offensive foul is going to be assessed to Luke Smith of UChicago, turning it over. So Luke Smith, 0 seconds on the floor, 1 foul for the sophomore from Richmond, Virginia. Nelson Sampa walks it up court and throws it right side to Dougie Blackwood. Now it goes right side inside to Bandemer, now inside to Broadsword. Lucas Broadsword feeds it out where Bandemer has it. Bandemer bounce pass left side Sampa, inside Broadsword. Driving inside, now kicking it out. Bandemer launches a 3 and it is no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds, flung out there by Sampa, but it was off the hands of a Maroon, Noah Pitt. And Kalamazoo will keep it with a fresh shot clock. We'll see. We're going to get a foul? We're going to get a... No, it's just out of bounds. Thought I saw him pointing Kalamazoo's way. Apparently not. Maroons get the ball. Pitt inbounds to Lawrence against some light pressure. Lawrence gets it cross court against Sampa. Drives inside Lawrence. All the way to the basket. Lawrence flings it up wildly. No good. Smith gets the rebound. No, tip no good. And the rebound is Sampa of Kalamazoo. Other direction is held, and a whistle is going to be called. Just be another substitution. As exiting the game is Lucas Hannafin. Entering is DJ Ferguson, a 6'1 senior from Lansing, Michigan. So another reset for Kalamazoo. Dougie Blackwood will inbound. Blackwood throws it in there, and it ends up in the hands of Sampa. Sampa left side, Blackwood. Blackwood against Pitt. Throws it back to Sampa. 19 of the shot clock. Nelson Sampa gets a screen from Blackwood. Feeds right side, Blackwood. Throws a deep ball, Blackwood. Too short. Rebound, Kana, UChicago. Kana driving left side. And he'll slow it down. Feed Smith top of the key. Smith giving some ground and now throws right side Lawrence. Philip Lawrence Doesn't take the screen. Instead gives out to Smith. Throws left side, cannot. Deep three, cannot. No good. Smith throwing for you, Chicago. Kicks it out. Lawrence. He launches a three. Lawrence. It's no good. And the rebound comes down to Kalamazoo. Taken by Bandemer. Feeds left side. Now it's a step back jumper for Ferguson. No good. Blackwood the rebound. Blackwood put back up and no good. As that was Broadsword, not Blackwood. Smith the rebound for you, Chicago, and they take it back. Gives it up to Philip Lawrence. Lawrence, the shot clock was not reset. So the ball goes left side to Smith, and now they're going to take a timeout and reset the shot clock, which was sitting at 6 seconds. That was obviously wrong. And we'll see what they do with this. Maroons will take this opportunity to make a sub. They bring in Thomas Karowski, replacing Amon Kana. J.J. Stevens and Patrick Perez enter, replacing Dougie Blackwood and Lucas Broadsword for Kalamazoo. 6-2 Hornets, 14-10 to play first half. Karowski will be the inbounder. He looks, he throws left side, and it's caught by Lawrence, and now a whistle is going to be called before Lawrence can do anything. Another, I don't see what that was. Nothing looks like it's happening, so I'll just assume that nothing happened. Karowski the inbound. Feeds up north, caught by Lawrence. Gives left side Kana. Amon Kana feeds Smith, top of the key. Smith throws right side Pitt. Launches a three. Pitt. Got it. Noah Pitt puts 3 on the board for the Maroons. It's 6-5. Nelson Sampa walks it up the other way. Hands it behind his back. Inside pass goes to J.J. Stevens. Now a ball goes inside to Sampa, but it's off of his foot and out of bounds. It will stay with Kalamazoo. 20 on the shot clock. As it's DJ Ferguson to inbound. Make that Lucas Hannafin. He throws it in there to Perez. Perez behind his back goes to Hannafin. Back to Perez. Through contact. No good. Smith through for you, Chicago. As the defense is tightened up here. Lawrence the other direction. Philip Lawrence drives it left. Spins around. Throws right side Karowski. Karowski moves right and goes back to Lawrence. 20 in the shot clock. Lawrence motoring on the right wing against Sampa. Lawrence wants to drive right. Gives it up Martinelli. Dom Martinelli in the paint, stripped of the ball by Sampa. And it is finally on the ground, and Sampa takes it for Kalamazoo. Now drives the other direction. And now Stevens loses the ball. And it's taken back by U Chicago on the other end. And they're running it down floor with Philip Lawrence, who will slow down now and hand it behind his back to Dom Martinelli. Martinelli passes right. Pitt goes to Karowski on the right wing. 15 of the shot clock. Karowski from 18 feet. Step back, in and out. Rebound taken by Bandemer of Kalamazoo. And now Sampa will walk it right. Against Smith into a double team with Lawrence. Now other end, Stevens gives it up Bandemer on the right wing. Bandemer feeds it other side. Perez fakes a three. Now drives inside Perez. Throws it away off the hands of Pitt, though, and it'll stay with Kalamazoo. Hannafin will enter. Sampa will leave. Maroons will make a number of subs. Joe Barry, Daniel Cochran, and Jackson Pietrowski will all enter, replacing Smith, Martinelli, and Pitt to bring 4 starters back on the floor. Maroons trailing 6-5, 7.5 minutes into the game. Bandemer will inbound. Bandemer looking around, feeds there, and it goes to Perez. Patrick Perez backing down Pietrowski into the paint. Perez with the left hand. No good. Rebound Pietrowski, U Chicago. And he gets it off to Lawrence in the front court. Feeds all the way over there where Barry catches, drives, shoots, and misses. Rebound goes to U Chicago's Pietrowski, who puts it up and in. Tom Jackson Pietrowski, make that Cochran actually, puts 2 on the board. And it's 7-6. Maroons have their first lead. Other end, Hannafin drives and gives it up. An extra pass is good. Carter Bandemer puts it up and in. And just like that, the Hornets have the lead back, 8-7. Lawrence feeds the other side. Joe Barry. Under 12 to go. Maroons down by a point. Lawrence bounce pass. Left side goes Pietrowski. Feeds behind his back Barry. Barry now wants to drive inside. Steps around. Gives it up. Cochran, top of the key. 3. No good. Rebound taken by Hannafin, but before he can, there's going to be a foul call. That will go against Carter Bandemer as he knocked over Thomas Karowski going for the rebound. And Kalamazoo called for their first foul of the night. And we have reached the under 12 media timeout with the Maroons down a point 8-7. This is U Chicago Basketball on Graham Sportscasting Channel. So a bit of a sleepy game so far for a team that averages 80 and gives up 80. Only 8-7 through over 8 minutes of play. Wonder if that trend will change or we're just in for a defensive battle that we might not have been expecting here in Kalamazoo. Out of the timeout, Lucas Hannafin, Bradley Eziuka, Dougie Blackwood, Lucas Broadsword, and Patrick Perez. For the Maroons, it is Barry, Karowski, Cochran, Piotrowski, and one more. That's Lawrence. He feeds left side, and a 3-ball immediately put up and missed by Thomas Karowski. Rebound Cochran, U Chicago on the other end. Under the basket, hook shot Cochran. Way too long out of bounds, off the hands of Piotrowski. It will go to Kalamazoo as the shooting woes continue for the Maroons. Quick substitution in for Kalamazoo. They bring in Connor Kuki, replacing Patrick Perez, and he inbounds the ball here to Hannafin. He throws right side Kuki. Back left side now where it goes to Eziuka, top of the key Blackwood. Dougie Blackwood bounces left and throws there where Hannafin catches, moves inside, feeds Broadsword top of the key. Broadsword behind his back, Kuki. Inside Kuki. Looks for a feed, now has to kick it out, and it goes there to Blackwood, putting a shot up and missing it. Rebounded by Cochran of U Chicago. That was Eziuka. Other end is Barry. Barry driving inside, kicks it to the corner, shot 3, and buried by Thomas Karowski. The second 3 of the game for the Maroons, 10-8. Other end, Hannafin. Does he have the answer? Here's Hannafin launching his own 3 and burying it off the assist from Broadsword. Lucas Hannafin gives the Hornets the lead right back, 11-10. Lawrence walks it the other way. Philip Lawrence. Bounce pass right side goes Barry. Barry drives it center circle, now throws left side Lawrence. Philip Lawrence moving around, gives it top of the key Cochran. Daniel Cochran behind his back. Barry fakes a 3, now drives to the free throw line. Gives it up there. Piotrowski launches a deep 3 and misses it. Tip is good though for Cochran, as Cochran was in the right place and just poked that ball into the net. And the Maroons retake the lead, 12-11. This is more what we're expecting from these two offenses. Ball is fed left side, Kuki. Driving into the lane, Kuki got it. With one hand, Connor Kuki. 13-12 Kalamazoo. Lawrence walks the other direction after getting the inbound from Piotrowski. Bounce pass right side goes Barry. Barry motions left side against Blackwood. Now goes right. Karowski got an open corner 3, but he fakes it. Steps to the right wing, shoots it, and it's in and out. Rebound goes to U Chicago, but a foul is going to be called. That will go against Lucas Broadsword of Kalamazoo. That'll be his first. So their leading scorer picked up a foul before a point. Kalamazoo 13, Chicago 12, 9:41 to go, first quarter half. Barry will be the inbounder. He's looking for Piotrowski. He gets it to him on the right wing. Piotrowski will fake a pass to Barry and now drive inside. Piotrowski looking to back his man down. Hook shot, good, Piotrowski. His first 2 of the game for the senior. And it's 14-13. The Maroons recap the lead. Ball is given to Broadsword. He hands it behind his back now, where Hannafin is stripped of the ball. Taken on by Karowski. Karowski driving in the lane, hooking it up with one hand, too long. And Eziuka the rebound, but a foul is going to be called on Carter Bandemer, who was trying to chase him down. That'll be his second. And Karowski for 2 free throws. So Thomas Karowski gets the first free throw attempt of the game here in Kalamazoo to try to extend this 1-point lead. His first shot is no good after a long bounce. Nelson Sampa into the game, replacing Carter Bandemer with 2 fouls. Both Sampa and Bandemer averaging at least 8 a game. Second shot by Karowski. this time the rule is friendlier and it connects. So Kurowski was 6, 15-13. Nelson Sampa walked in the other direction. Sampa staring down Barry. Sampa goes right and gives it high up there to Broadsword. Behind his back goes to Hannafin. Lucas Hannafin kicks it out there where Eziuka has it. Drives toward the basket, puts up a flailing shot. No good, but a foul is going to be called on the miss by Eziuka. Kurowski credited with the foul. His first, and Eziuka for 2 shots now. Where this year he is 58.8% from the line. If he makes both, he can tie this game with 9 to go. Bradley Eziuka, the freshman, shoots and misses. Too long off the back flange, and that will reduce that 58%, pending his second shot. Eziuka bounces a couple times, rears back and shoots, and makes it, making it a 1-point game. The third point for Eziuka, 15-14. Some pressure put on by the Hornets as Kurowski hits the inbound and the Hornets back out of the pressure, but Sampa taps the ball from Barry. He's got to hurry to get it across the line. Barry does get it across the line just in time. Now throws left side where Kana collects it. Amon Kana looking for anybody and now gives up Kurowski. Driving inside, Kurowski feeds to Pietrowski with one hand, puts it up and in. Pietrowski, his second make of the day. He's got 4 points, 17-14. Nelson Sampa walks it up the other direction. Sampa gets past his man, now drives inside Sampa, floating layup, no good. Rebound taken by Cochran of Chicago. These the other way where Kana has it. Amon Kana, behind his back goes to Kurowski. Kurowski back to Kana on the left wing. Kana dribbles to center circle. Forced back by Eziuka. Now into the lane, and it goes to Pietrowski, who dunks it with 2 hands. Jackson Pietrowski getting hot. He's got 6 points, and it's 19-14. Maroons starting to go on a bit of a run. They have a 5-point lead. Nelson Sampa walks it the other way. Hands it behind his back where the ball goes to Kuki. Connor Kuki. In trouble now. Has to give it up to Broadsword. Lucas Broadsword inside. Inside still motoring. Poked at the ball and throws it up. No good. Rebound tipped into the hands of a Chicago player. And it's Cochran. Make that Kana. Kana drives it right side. Hands it behind his back. Kurowski. Back to Kana. Kana wants to look for an inside lob. Now just dribbles it left instead. Kana to the free throw line. Steps back. Goes it over to Pietrowski. 13 of the shot clock. Pietrowski takes it inside. Pietrowski throws it off of Kuki's body. But first he's zipped out of bounds. The ball will go to Kalamazoo. So Pietrowski with a head of steam off of those recent makes could not complete the play. We reached the under 8 media timeout. Maroons up 19-14 on the Kalamazoo Hornets. This is Chicago Basketball on Grand Sportscasting Channel. Out of the timeout for Chicago, Dom Martinelli, Amon Kana, Luke Smith, Noah Pitt, Joe Barry. For Kalamazoo, we've got Lucas Broadsword, Bradley Eziuka, Connor Kuki, DJ Ferguson, and Lucas Hannafin. Hannafin gets the inbound here and walks it right. Hannafin against Barry, drives up court, hands it behind his back. Ferguson goes to Broadsword, back to Hannafin. Hannafin goes into the lane. Hannafin turns it over as it was poked into the hands of Noah Pitt. And it goes over to Barry. Barry driving left side. Barry toward the basket, lays it up with the powerful rush, and Joe Barry gets 2. His first 2 of the game, 21-14. Other end, it's Eziuka driving left, hands behind his back. Kuki launches a 3. Kuki off the mark. Rebound taken by Chicago, and it's Joe Barry the other direction. Barry looks for a screen from Pitt, doesn't get one. Instead goes left side and gives it up to Pitt at the top of the key. Noah Pitt throws left side at Kana. Make that Martinelli, actually. Make Kana driving inside now. Kana looks for the inside feed. Now kicks out Barry. 10 of the shot clock. Barry got to move. Section of the shot clock. Joe Barry driving inside. Knocked down. And a foul is going to be called on the drive to the basket by Joe Barry. That was on DJ Ferguson. 4th team foul on Kalamazoo. As, let's see, some substitutions coming for Kalamazoo. We got Dougie Blackwood, Nelson Sampa, Patrick Perez all in. Hanifin, Eziuka, and Kuki exit. 6:22 to go. Maroons with a 7-point lead. The inbound goes up top to Kana. Amon Kana drives to the free throw line, shoots with two hands, and misses it. Rebound taken away by Kalamazoo's Eziuka. Sampa gives it up right side, broadsword. Behind his back goes to Blackwood. Blackwood fakes a three, but he traveled. No, we'll actually got an offensive foul, not a travel, on Patrick Perez. A moving screen called on him, his first foul, the 5th on Kalamazoo. Either way, Maroons get the ball back, and Joe Barry walks it up court against Sampa. Barry bounced past left side, goes to Kana. Amon Kana moves men around and now gives it there where Pitt handles it. Pitt looks forward, gives it back to Smith. Launches the three. Smith, way too strong and no good. Barry the rebound for Chicago under the basket, and he is going to be fouled. Let's see. They call a foul on Dougie Blackwood. That is his first. Maybe that is second. 7th team foul on Kalamazoo, and Joe Barry to the line for 2. Make that Martinelli, actually. So Dom Martinelli with 2 free throws, one of the best on the team to do this, and he makes the first one for his first point of the day. Dom Martinelli. Maroons up 8, could be 9 if he hits the second one. Second shot for Martinelli, connects. And he's got 2. 23-14 Maroons, who are on a big run. Sam behind his back goes to Perez, into the lane Perez, kicks it back out to Eziuka. Now behind his back goes to DJ Ferguson, feeds inside Broadsword. Lucas Broadsword wants to hook it and misses. Rebound taken by Kalamazoo in the corner, and they recover with it with rushing inside now. Dougie Blackwood behind his back goes to Sampa. Sampa motion to the right, into a double team. Nelson Sampa flings it up there where Blackwood has it. Dougie Blackwood drives right, has it poked at. Blackwood trying to shoot, can't find a shot, and now hooks it up and in. Dougie Blackwood, but he traveled beforehand. Dougie Blackwood will not get credit for those points. And he will exit here in favor of Caleb Call. Carter Bandemer also entered with 2 fouls, replacing DJ Ferguson. Just over 5 to go. Maroons by 9 as their defense has been stifling this powerful Hornet offense. Joe Barry drives it left side, getting a screen from Pitt. Barry bounce pass right side, goes to Martinelli. Martinelli looks around, and now finds Pitt. Noah Pitt, moving, goes top of the key. Luke Smith walks it left, now goes over there. Lawrence launches a 3, no good. And an offensive board taken by Smith. Barry gets the ball, drives the lane, and scores. Joe Barry with 4, 25-14 Maroons. Sampa there, goes to Broadsword, hands it behind his back where Perez drives into the lane. Patrick Perez is poked at and taken away by Chicago's Amon Kana. Driving inside, feeds Martinelli, one-handed layup. Martinelli is good. And that will cause a timeout by Kalamazoo as this has become a blowout very quickly off the 2 for Dom Martinelli. Maroons are on a 15-1 run as they are simply outplaying the Hornets in every facet here as the first half draws to an end. Hornets need to find some answers, and they're going to try to do that with this timeout. Maroons are looking for their 6th straight win in this team effort. Looks likely to get them one if they can keep this up. Luke Smith, Joe Barry, Amon Kana, Dom Martinelli, and Noah Pitt out there for the Maroons. And it is Sampa, Perez, Bandemer, and 2 others for Kalamazoo. Broadsword is 1. The feed inside goes to Broadsword. Throws it left side, Nelson Sampa. Behind a screen, Nelson Sampa. Sampa feeds it right side. There is Bandemer driving inside. Bandemer kicks it out over there where Perez puts up a deep 3 and buries it. Perez from the corner makes it a 10-point game, 27-17, with 4 to go in the first half. Barry walked it up court. Joe Barry moves it left, feeds there where it's collected by Kana. Kana fakes some passes, now goes top of the key, Smith. Now right side to Barry. Feeds, and he's off the hands. Gets back by Barry. Kana takes it inside. Kana driving floater, no good. Rebound tipped away and taken away by Kalamazoo. Patrick Perez. Perez gets the feed up north. Perez shoots and misses. Gets his own rebound, but then gets stripped of it by Pitt, and he takes it back. The feed up north goes to Martinelli in the paint. Martinelli wants to hook it. Martinelli does hook it. Puts it off the backboard and in. Dom Martinelli with a foul. Let's see, what was that? Don't see why that did not count, but for some reason it did not count. Maroons still have ball. We've reached the outer intermediate timeout. I'll try to figure out what that was when we come back. Maroons 27, Hornets 17 on Graham Sportscasting Channel. Out of the timeout for Chicago, we have Joe Barry, Daniel Cochran, Jackson Pietrowski, Amon Kana, Thomas Kurowski. For Chicago, who has the ball. Barry looks for a feed. Barry still looking, gives it up. Cochran. Cochran gets a free end of the basket, drives up, hooks it up, and got it. Daniel Cochran with the easy lay-in as he split two Kalamazoo defenders and gave the Maroons back a 12-point lead. Bandemer on the other end. Carter Bandemer drives inside the free throw line. Looking around, gives it up. Blackwood. It's poked away and taken back by Kurowski on the bad pass by Blackwood. Kana gets it from Kurowski. Under 3 to play first half. 29-17. Kurowski motions men around and now feeds top of the key to Pietrowski. Pietrowski moves right. Feeds it back. Cochran top of the key. Now behind his back. No, he fakes it. Now he keeps still. And Cochran holds and gives it up. Pietrowski top of the key. Pietrowski now. 6 in the shot clock. Behind his back, Barry. Barry got to get a shot up. Gets past his man. Barry floating layup. Good, but a foul on his defender before that happened. Caleb Call will get called for one. And Barry will be taking shots. Barry 4 points today. And Maroons up by 12 before 2 shots coming from Barry. His first, Connex, giving Joe Barry 5, 30-17 the score. Now bounces and shoots a second. And that one's too strong and no good. Rebound tipped high into the air and taken by Barry of Chicago, who then feeds it up where it's taken by Kurowski with a new shot clock. Kurowski throws it left side where it's collected, but then a whistle is going to stop play for a substitution. Maroons should still have ball as far as last I checked. As Connor Kuki will enter, Dougie Blackwood will exit. Kurowski will inbound for Chicago with a reset shot clock of 11. Barry gets the inbound. Barry looking to drive, but gets matched up with Kuki. He goes anyway. Barry steps back, shoots from a 22-footer, and buries it. Joe Barry. How about that jumper? It's 7 for Joe Barry, 32-17 Maroons. They're saying 33, but that was that was not a three-pointer. Other end, Caleb Call gets it. Call driving inside through contact, has it partially blocked, but a foul is going to be called. Thomas Kurowski will get hit with that, his second foul, just the third on the Maroons. And Caleb Call shooting 2 free throws. Call's first is no good, way too short. As Philip Lawrence comes to check in, he will replace Thomas Kurowski, who now has 2 fouls. Caleb Call's second shot is no good the same way. Broadsword the rebound for Kalamazoo. Gives it up now. A deep 3 launched and missed by Kalamazoo. Rebound Lawrence, Chicago. The 3 is missed by Carter Bandemer. Up left side now Kana. Feeds inside, but it's too low for Piotrowski to handle. And the ball will end up staying with Chicago, despite the protests of many Hornets. Maroons keep the ball. 1:43 to go first half. Maroons up by 15. Lawrence will inbound. Lawrence still looking. Now throws it up Kana. Kana gets past his man. Drives for the basket. Lays it up and misses it. Rebound goes to Broadsword of Kalamazoo. They bet Kookie, not Broadsword. Other end. It's Call. Call driving inside. Under the basket. Call. Reverse layup is good for Caleb Call. His first 2 of the game. 32-19. Lawrence, guarded by Sampa, gets it past the half-court line. Philip Lawrence, bounce pass right side goes Barry. Joe Barry throws it right side where it's collected by... Oh, it's tipped out of bounds, actually. Cannot try to feed it inside to Piotrowski, but then looks like someone got a piece of it. Patrick Perez. Maroons keep with 14 in the shot clock. 1:09 to go in the half. Up 32-19. Lawrence will inbound. He will look for Cochran and give it to him in the paint. Cochran behind his back to Lawrence. Fakes a 3. Now shoots from 18 feet. Lawrence got it. Philip Lawrence, a tough, gutsy jumper. 34-19. Other direction is Lucas Hannafin. Motors left side. Hannafin looks to give it up. Broadsword. Broadsword driving toward the basket. Broadsword shooting. Got it. Over the head of Lawrence. Lucas Broadsword is finally on the board. The Hornets' leading scorer. 34-21. 43 seconds to go. 24-second shot clock. Bounce pass goes right side to Joe Barry. Barry moves and now throws it right where it's collected by Kana. Kana feeds back other end. Barry fakes a 3. Now gives it top of the key to Cochran. Daniel Cochran motions back. Cochran left side goes to Barry now. 7 on the shot clock. Barry got to take a shot. Barry driving inside. Barry under the basket. Layup. No good. Rebound taken by Cochran. Shot clock expires as Cochran can't get the shot to fall. And it'll be a turnover for the Maroons. 17-second game clock. With the shot clock turned off, the inbounds pass goes to Hannafin. The Maroons have a couple fouls to give if they want. Broadsword, make that Kookie, feeds back to Broadsword. Now to Hannafin. 10 on the game clock. Broadsword inside. Broadsword moving. Broadsword is swiped out and fouled before he can get the shot up. That one will go against Daniel Cochran. His first and the team's fourth, so the Maroons still with plenty more fouls to give as long as they aren't giving up shots. The inbounds pass goes deep out to Hannafin. Behind his back, Hannafin. Hannafin now steps back and launches a heave, and it's way off the mark. Piotrowski collects the rebound to end the half. Maroons with a very successful half, up 34-21 through 20 minutes of play to kick off 2025. This is Chicago Basketball on Graham Sportscasting Channel. Hello, I will be skipping the half because it is boring and I want to keep going. Welcome back to Chicago Basketball on Graham Sportscasting Channel, where entering the second half, the Maroons hold a lead of 34-21 over the host Kalamazoo Hornets. Maroons showcased a balanced attack in that half. Joe Barry, Thomas Krosky, Daniel Cochran, and Jackson Piotrowski all got 6 points or more. The defense was stifling. And they held the Hornets to a very low total, considering their offense. The Hornets this half will start with Lucas Broadsword, Connor Kookie, Nelson Sampa, Carter Bandemer, and Lucas Hannafin. The Maroons will start with Barry, Kana, Kurowski, Cochran, Pietrowski. Lucas Broadsword will inbound to start half number 2, and he will give it up to Nelson Sampa. See if Kalamazoo can cut into this lead. Here's a quick 3-ball for Bandemer, and he buries it. Carter Bandemer, 1 pass and go. 34-24 the score. Other end, we see Barry taking it up court against Sampa. He throws it right side to Amon Kana. Kana throws it left side Kurowski. He launches a 3, and he hits it, Thomas Kurowski. As it's raining threes all of a sudden at the start of the second half. Maroons back ahead by 13. Other end is Lucas Hannafin. Gives it up top of the key. Connor Kuki. Behind his back goes to Sampa. He fakes a 3. Now drives it right. Gives it up in the corner where Broadsword gives it up to Kuki. Kuki driving inside. Kuki looking for a kick out and finds it. Now a 3-ball launched and missed by Lucas Hannafin. Rebound goes into the hands of Broadsword. He kicks it out now where it's handled by Patrick Perez. Other end. Inside feed goes Perez. Reverse layup is no good. Almost went in. That was Sampa, not Perez. Other direction is Barry racing it up court. Barry gives it up Kana. Kana feeds right side where Cochran throws left side Kurowski. He fakes a 3, wants to lob it. Instead goes back to Cochran. Cochran driving inside. Shoots a one-handed layup and got it. As he just backed down Lucas Hannafin, and Cochran's up to 8 points. 39-24 the Maroons in front. Other end. The kick out goes to Kuki. He launches a contested 3, and it's way too strong. Kurowski the rebound for you, Chicago. Kurowski feeds left side, Kana. Kana back over to Kurowski. Maroons up by 15 with the ball. The feed goes right side to Joe Barry, and a foul is going to be called as Joe Barry make that Cochran instead of moving screen, and was hit with a second foul. 2 minutes into the second half. Lucas Broadsword will inbound for Kalamazoo off the turnover, caused for the offensive foul. Sampa gets the inbound for Chicago. For Kalamazoo, rather. Sampa top of the key, goes over to Kuki. Kuki left side, Broadsword wants to back down Cochran, drives it inside. Reverse layup blocked by Cochran. Broadsword gets it back. Sampa on the other end. 14 in the shot clock. Sampa feeds Broadsword again against Cochran. Now he feeds overside, where it's taken by Bandemer. Kicked out now. 3-ball launched by Hannafin and in and out. Rebound taken by Chicago's Barry, who lead by 15. Other end, we're going to have a foul called as Connor Kuki was contesting a shot from Thomas Kurowski, and he is called for the foul, his first. Kurowski for two free throws coming right up. No Hornet has more than 5 points right now. The first shot by Kurowski connects, giving him double figures, 10 points. Second shot by Kurowski is good, giving him 11. 41-24, Maroons leading now. Just over 2 minutes gone in the second half. No substitution, so Sampa will get the inbound here from Broadsword. But we are delaying for some reason. Now the inbounds pass goes to Sampa. Nelson Sampa, scoreless today, the freshman. He drives and hands it behind his back. The ball goes to Kuki at the top of the key. Kuki against Pietrowski. Kuki hands it behind his back to Broadsword. Back over to Kuki. Kuki wants to drive. Kuki on Pietrowski. Puts it up, and it is too short. Rebound bounced into the hands of Cochran for Chicago. And they get the ball back again after another stop. Kurowski throws it right side Cochran. Into the lane Cochran. And just puts it up and makes it as everything seemed to stop around Daniel Cochran. He took advantage. That was Pietrowski, who goes up to 8 points. Other end is call through contact. No good. Rebound taken away by Kurowski. Hannafin missed the shot. Kurowski got the rebound. Canal launches the 3 on the other end. In and out. Rebound taken away by Barry into the hands of Kana. They don't call over and back, and Barry has the ball. 13 in the shot clock. Barry driving inside. Barry with the kick out. Goes to Kurowski. Inside Kurowski. Puts up a one-handed layup. Got it. Kurowski with 13. Timeout Kalamazoo. as this one is getting out of hand for them. It's now a 45-24 ball game in favor of the Maroons, as the offense has just been clicking here to start the second half. Maroons 45, Hornets 24. We'll be back on Graham Sportscasting Channel. $16:39 to play here in half number 2. Out of the timeout for the Maroons is Joe Barry, Thomas Kurowski, Amon Kana, Daniel Cochran, Jackson Pietrowski. The feed left side to Broadsword for Kalamazoo. He will give it up where it's taken away by Stevens. Back over to Sampa. Sampa dribbles left side. Now goes in. Gives it behind his back. Broadsword. Moving inside. Broadsword. Backing down Cochran. Gives it up to Bannimer. Launches a three. Bannimer too short. Rebound Kurowski. Feeds to an open Barry. Barry one-on-one. Barry one-handed layup. Got it. Joe Barry with 9. Another easy layup for the Maroons, who now lead at 47-24. Other end, Nelson Sampa. Gets a screen from Stevens. Drives right. Sampa has it taken away from him by Pietrowski and into the hands of Kana. But then Kana throws it lazily in a bad pass. Bannimer will launch a three and bury it. Carter Bannimer with 8. 47-27. As the Maroons let up a turnover and it turns into 3 for the Hornets. Barry the other direction. Throws it left side where Kurowski has it. Kurowski moves men around. Now gives it up to Cochran. Gives it to Kana. Kana right side. Kana back over to Pietrowski. Pietrowski at the top of the key. 5 on the shot clock. Kana feeds inside Cochran, but a foul is going to be called. That will go against Nelson Sampa as he hooked the hand of Cochran and was called for the foul. The first on Sampa. Under 16 media timeout. 47-27. Maroons in front here on Graham Sportscasting Channel. Out of the time over Chicago, Luke Smith, Philip Lawrence, Dom Martinelli, Noah Pitt, and Joe Barry. As we will see Patrick Perez, DJ Ferguson, Nelson Sampa, and 2 others as the ball gets lobbed up to Smith for Chicago to start this possession. Lawrence launches an immediate 3 and buries it. Philip Lawrence. 50-27, Maroons now leading. Nelson Sampa walks at the right side. Sampa gives it up to Bannimer. Doesn't have the answer with the missed 3. And Lawrence gets the rebound for Chicago. Lawrence dribbles right against Sampa, who's playing aggressive. Lawrence drives in, kicks it out, Luke Smith. Smith goes to the right side, Joe Barry behind a screen. Barry launches a 3. Got it! Joe Barry. Another one for the Maroons, who now lead by 26. Barry with 12. Sampa drives the other way. Reverse layup. Sampa, no. Rebound Smith, Chicago. Other end, he feeds it up where it's racing into the lane. Philip Lawrence shovels it out to Pitt. Gives it left side Smith and over to Martinelli. Martinelli inside. Turns around. Kicks it over Pitt. Pitt launches. No good. Rebound Sampa of Kalamazoo. Sampa throws right side Patrick Perez. Perez gets a screen from Stevens. Now throws it right side to Stevens. Stevens motors in. Stevens turns around, shoots a one-handed hook, no good, but a foul is called. As that one will go against Noah Pitt, guarding the shot. They'll say it was a floor foul on Noah Pitt, his first. And so the inbound will come from Bandamer as Kana enters, Barry exits. Bandamer inbounds to Pitt. Behind his back goes to Bandamer. He drives inside Bandamer. Hook shot, Bandamer. Got it. Carter Bandamer double figures for Kalamazoo, 53-29, with 6 minutes gone in the second half. Philip Lawrence, the other direction. Lawrence throws it up Pitt into a double team, back over to Lawrence. Lawrence looks for the mismatch, can't find it, and now goes left side to Martinelli. Martinelli wants a lob, now he goes and gets a screen from Smith. Martinelli drives inside, kicks it out, taken away from him by Sampa, and he will race all the way and lay it in with one hand. DJ Ferguson make that, not Sampa. First two for him. 53-31. Maroons got to worry about getting a little weak here as Pitt has the ball stripped away from him. And again, it's going to be, this time it's recovered by Pitt. Noah Pitt driving. Pitt kick out Martinelli. Launches a three. Martinelli, no good. Rebound taken by Sampa. Sampa drives the other way. Doesn't have the number, so Sampa will back out instead, give it up to Stevens. Throws left side now, where it's taken by Bandamer. Bandamer feeds left side Ferguson. DJ Ferguson driving inside through contact, no good. But a foul is going to be called on the shot. Amon Kana will get hit with his first. DJ Ferguson to the line, where this year he is a perfect 9 for 9. As Kalamazoo ready to make some subs after this first shot by Ferguson. His shot bounces off the front of the rim and is no good. So that perfect streak comes to an end. Hannafin, Broadsword, and Blackwood all enter for Kalamazoo, replacing Sampa, Stevens, and Perez. Second shot coming for Ferguson. No good. He missed them both. Smith threw in for Chicago, and he gives it up to Lawrence. Philip Lawrence throws it there. Smith throws it up there. Pitt now, where Lawrence has it on the right wing. 20 in the shot clock. Philip Lawrence dribbles to center circle. Lawrence moves and he gets a screen from Pitt. Lawrence now hands it behind his back where Martinelli has it, gives it to Pitt. Pitt throws it left side where Kana still holding. 7 on the shot clock. Kana inside to Pitt. Pitt wants to back his man down. Hooks it up. Pitt blocked out of bounds and then taken back by Blackwood. Blackwood the other way. Ferguson. Broadsword on the drive inside. Now goes back the other way. Shot 3. Buried. And it's DJ Ferguson. They'll call that a 2, not a 3. 4 for Ferguson. 53-33 the score. Lawrence and Pitt in the backcourt. They eventually get it forward and dodge a steal. Now an open three put up by Kana, and he makes it. Amon Kana finally on the board today. He's got 3. 56-33 the score. Other end, they're keeping the pace up in Kalamazoo, where Ferguson gets at the top of the key. Dribble pass inside goes Broadsword. Broadsword behind his back. Now Bandamer drives inside, floats one up, and makes it. Carter Bandamer with 12. 56-35. The feed goes to Lawrence. Lawrence over to Pitt. Back to Lawrence. Some light pressure on. Pitt gets the ball back into a double team. Pitt breaks it. Gives it up to Lawrence. Lawrence shoots a 3 and misses it too strong. Smith tracks down the rim for Chicago. And Smith motors inside. Gives it back to Lawrence. Shoots another 3. Lawrence. This one's too strong. And the ribbon into the hands of Kalamazoo and then a tie-up. As the ball will end up with a foul on Smith. Second foul on Smith. 11:16 to go. We've reached the under 12 media timeout. This is U Chicago Basketball on Graham Sports Casting Channel. Out of the timeout for you, Chicago, we have Jackson Pietrowski, Philip Lawrence, Joe Barry, Daniel Cochran, Thomas Kurowski. And we have Carter Kuki, Nelson Sampa. Sampa gets the inbound for Kalamazoo, gives it over to Kuki. Left side goes to Ferguson, make that Blackwood. Blackwood feeds inside Broadsword, wants to back down Cochran. Now he kicks it out, and a 3-ball launched and missed by Hannafin. The rebound ends up on the ground, and they will credit it to Kurowski and give the ball to U Chicago. With 11:02 to go, Pietrowski will inbound for U Chicago. He gives it up to Lawrence, with the Maroons up by 21 with 11 to go here in the second half. Lawrence gets the pass from Pietrowski, gives it back to him against his own defense. Throws it back over to Lawrence. Wide open three. Kurowski, no good. Tip, no good. Rebound Kuki of Kalamazoo. Other end, Sampa feeds it in there where it is gotten by Sampa. Back over to Kuki. Kuki launches a three, and it is in and out. Rebound to Barry of U Chicago. Barry the other direction. Barry driving toward the basket. Barry looks for a kick out, finds Pietrowski at the top of the key. He goes behind his back where it is Philip Lawrence. Lawrence to the top of the key. Cochran launches a three. Cochran got it. Daniel Cochran with 11. Third Maroon in double figures. 59-35. Sampa the other way. Sampa into a double team and feeds it to Broadsword. Left side. Now Hannafin drives in. Kuki gives the ball, shoots a 20-footer and misses it. Rebound Cochran, U Chicago. Cochran to the other way to Lawrence. Philip Lawrence behind his back. He goes to Barry. Back over to Lawrence. Philip Lawrence walking. Motors right side. Now gives it up there where Kurowski drives the paint. Flicks it inside to Cochran. Reverse layup. Cochran, no good. Rebound goes to Kalamazoo, where it's Hannafin. On the other end, Hannafin drives, shoots, no good. Rebound taken by Lawrence of U Chicago. Lawrence the other direction. Lawrence drives. Lawrence shoots. Lawrence makes it. Philip Lawrence with 7. 61-35. The pace will be kept. Other direction, Broadsword drives inside on Cochran. Broadsword shoots, blocked, but it's going to be a foul as Cochran got there well early. 61-35. And Broadsword to the line for 2, where this year he is 59.3%. Looking to cut into this 26-point deficit for the Kalamazoo Hornets. First shot is good. Only the third point for the leading scorer for the Hornets, Lucas Broadsword. As a swath of substitutions happen, we have Philip Lawrence out, Daniel Cochran out. Blake Hawthorne enters alongside Amon Kana. Hawthorne played well in the Caltech game, and he might get some extra minutes here. Second shot coming for Broadsword is good, giving him 4. 61-37. And Barry gets the inbound from Pietrowski. Joe Barry walks right, and bounce pass goes to Kurowski. Kurowski driving inside, feeds inside, and the one-handed layup is good, and that is Blake Hawthorne making an instant impact with his first 2 points of the game. Blake Hawthorne. J.J. Stevens on the other end. Sampa launches a deep 3 and misses it. Rebound. Hawthorne goes to Barry of U Chicago. Barry drives it the other way. Barry feeds there where a 3-ball is put up by Kana and missed. Rebound Pietrowski with one hand. He steps back out and gives it up to Kana, who motioned for a new play. Joe Barry throws it left side. Kurowski. Kurowski dribbles it right side. Kurowski feeds it. Now Hawthorne on the right wing. Blake Hawthorne gives it up. Barry. Barry driving inside. Hook shot no good, but a foul is going to be called. As that was on Caleb Call with 8.5 to go. Call picks up his second. That will be a floor foul. As entering the game for U Chicago now, Ben Chasen replacing Kurowski. Inbound pass goes up north where Pietrowski collects it. Pietrowski dribbles left. Pietrowski feeds right. Chasen. Ben Chasen holding and now walks it left. Chasen pushed back, now goes other end. Hawthorne driving inside. and he stripped to the ball, and there will be a foul called on Nelson Sampa on the dribble drive by Joe Barry. Second foul on the undersized freshman, Nelson Sampa. Another floor foul. And so a new shot clock will see Barry inbounding it once again. Patrick Perez enters the game. And Barry just hits it off of Sampa's body. I don't know what that was. But he will get the ball back for another inbound. So they're waiting a while for Barry to get this ball, and he finally does. He lobs it up there. Piotrowski collects it. Feeds out there to Kana. Feeds inside Hawthorne. Hawthorne gets space. Harassed. Reverse layup is no good, in and out. Rebound taken away by Patrick Perez. Other end it goes to Sampa. Nelson Sampa over to Call. Caleb Call looking for a feed. Motions men around, and now feeds it left side where Bandemer has it. Rolls inside. Bandemer looks for a kick out. Finds Perez. Perez wide open three. No good. Rebound to the hands of Hawthorne for Chicago, who then gives it up to Joe Barry. Barry left side, Piotrowski. He goes to Kana. Kana launches an open three and makes it. Amon Kana, his second three of the game, gives him 6 points. 66 to 37, Maroons in front. Nelson Sampa rolls left. Sampa feeds inside where Perez puts up a shot and misses it, but he is fouled, as that was J.J. Stevens, not Perez, taking a foul from Ben Chasen. We have reached the under 8 media timeout. Maroons dominant in this one, 66 to 37 in the first game of 2025. This is Chicago Basketball on Graham Sportscasting Channel. Out of the timeout for the Maroons, Kana, Chasen, Barry, Hawthorne, and Pitt, with J.J. Stevens ready to shoot 2 free throws. Elsewhere on the floor, Perez, Bandemer, Sampa, and one other as Stevens misses the first free throw. He was 5 for 8 entering this game, 62.5%. His first one was no dice. Stevens' second free throw is good, giving him his first point, 66 to 38. The inbounds pass goes to Barry for Chicago. Barry drives it left. Barry gives it up there. Chasen feeds right side. Kana back over to Chasen. Chasen driving toward the basket, kicks it out. Pitt launches a contested three and buries it. Noah Pitt. He has 6. 69 to 38, as every three seems to be falling right now for the Maroons. Up by more than 30. Bandemer the other way. Carter Bandemer drives inside, taken away from him by Amon Kana. Kana will step back out now and drive it right. Kana passed his man, but an offensive foul is going to be called on Amon Kana, as it looks like he got Caleb Call in the face or something. But anyways, Kana turns it over. His second foul, 6:46 to go. Maroons by 31. And he will exit here in favor of DJ Harvey as Lawrence enters, replacing Barry. Behind the back pass goes to Bandemer. He gets it back from Stevens. Bandemer drives, gives it right side to J.J. Stevens. Other end, it goes to Ferguson. Worms his way inside, puts it up and misses. Rebound taken by Pitt of Chicago. That was Caleb Call, not Ferguson. Lawrence the other way. Philip Lawrence hands it behind his back. Pitt motors right. Pitt tries to feed inside, but it's taken away by Call. Caleb Call not driving the other direction. Call over Lawrence's head, but it's blocked. They will get a foul on Philip Lawrence on the block. And Caleb Call will head to the line for 2. First foul on Philip Lawrence. No player on either team has more than 2. Been a relatively clean game here in Kalamazoo, as the Maroons have been the better team all throughout. First shot by Call connects, giving him 3, 69 to 39. As let's see, we have Lawrence exiting. Ezra Mose enters, another backup, And the second shot for Call is good. 4 for Caleb Call. 69-40 the score. DJ Harvey manning point against Sampa. Pitt gives him a screen. Harvey throws left side. Ben Chasen. Chasen motions the ball around to center circle. Now gives it right side. Pitt throws it to Barry. Make that Harvey. Harvey, step back jumper. Good. DJ Harvey. First 2 for Harvey. 71-40 Maroons in front. Sampa gives it behind his back. A 3-ball launched and missed by DJ Ferguson. Sampa gets the offensive rebound, though, for the Hornets. Stevens with the ball. Perez driving right side. Now poked driven by Pitt. Saved by Perez. Perez motions and no good, but Pitt's going to get called for a foul. Defending the shot from Sampa. 71-40. 2 shots coming for Sampa. Make that Perez, not Sampa. Patrick Perez connects on his first shot. His 6th point. And it's 71-41. Sampa exits in favor of Lucas Hannafin. The second shot coming for Perez is no good as it rims out. Rebound taken away by UChicago's Noah Pitt. He feeds it right side Harvey. DJ Harvey racing into the front court. And he will now feed it left side where Chasen has it. Throws it right side Ezra Mose. Mose holds, gives it up Pitt. Pitt left side now where Chasen has it. Chasen, 12 on the shot clock. Chasen throws it center circle, but he throws it away, looking for Hawthorne, who could not corral it. And the ball goes over and back out of bounds. It'll go to Kalamazoo. Noah Pitt will exit for the final backup, LJ Moore. So now Harvey, Moore, Hawthorne, Chasen, and Mose on the floor for the Maroons. J.J. Stevens at the head of the key. Gives it left side to Blackwood. He rolls inside, kicks it out. Now Hannafin has it. Hannafin harassed. And now a drive coming for Caleb Call. Puts it up and is fouled while missing a wild shot. Caleb Call. They will get the foul on Ben Chasen, his second. 2 shots coming for Caleb Call with the Hornets down by 30. First shot for Call is too short and no good. Couple new Hornets coming in to check into the scorers table. We got a nailed free throw by Caleb Call. And now DJ Harvey manning point for UChicago. Harvey gets a lot of space, throws it right side where it's corralled by Ezra Mose. Mose moves right side, gives it up to LJ Moore. Left side goes to Harvey. DJ Harvey walks inside. 12 on the shot clock. Harvey back out LJ Moore. Top of the key now. Hawthorne feeds it right side where Chasen drives. Chasen motoring in. Chasen has it flail out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Maroons with 2 on the shot clock. As entering the game are some backups for Kalamazoo. Nicholas Almeida and Trey Bowling. As Harvey will end with a 2-second shot clock. Harvey looking, gives it up. Mose immediately launches a 3 and got it. Ezra Mose puts 3 on the board for him. 74-42 Maroons in front. Other direction, Caleb Call. Getting a screen from Bowling, gives it up to Ferguson. Now goes to Bowling. Bowling behind his back. No will keep it. Now he gives it up. Ferguson tipped high into the air and taken away by DJ Harvey. Harvey motors up. Harvey moving inside. Harvey kicks it out. Now a 3-ball put up and buried by Ben Chasen. And he's on the board with 3. 77-42 the score. Under 4 to go here in Kalamazoo. As Caleb Call walks it up for Kalamazoo. Feeds the other side where it's taken by Almeida. Other end where Ferguson has it. Feeds inside to Bowling. Trey Bowling. Bowling kick out and it goes to another player. That's Stevens. Now he kicks it out. That's Blackwood, not Stevens. Inside, his reverse layup call, no good. Tip, no good, but he's fouled. Caleb Call. Ezra Mose will get called for that, his first. And we've reached the under 4 media timeout, 77-42 the score, as the Maroons have been dominant throughout this one. They're going to actually just let Call take the free throw. He will, and he will miss it. So no good for Call. And now we're going to go to the media timeout. So in between free throws, we'll have the media timeout for the final one of the game. 77-42 Maroons in front. This is Chicago Basketball on Graham Sportscasting Channel. Out of the timeout, it is going to be Harvey, Moore, Mose, Hawthorne, and Chasen. As the second free throw coming for Caleb Call of Kalamazoo, who trail by 35 in a game they just have not had a good grasp on. Second shot for number 4 is missed. They're going to have that first shot not count, I guess. So one more coming for Caleb Call. And this one connects after a short roll. LJ Moore will be the inbounder for Chicago. A short delay first. As we see Gavin Van Kampen enter the game for Kalamazoo. The feed goes left side. Ezra Mose. Launches a 3. Ezra Mose. No good. Rebound taken away by Gavin Van Kampen. And he goes up court where it's taken by Caleb Call. Make that Almeida. Van Kampen feeds right side. Almeida gets the ball back. Make that number 30, Jackson Kiefer. And a turnover. No, we're not going to get a turnover. We're going to get Van Kampen. Bowling gives it up Almeida. Almeida drives inside. Almeida puts one up, and it's going to be partially blocked by Moore and taken away by LJ Moore. Nice play there by the tough freshman. Moore driving inside. He hands it behind his back. Chasen launches the 3. Chasen in and out. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Hawthorne. It'll go to the Hornets. Looks like they're going to charge a foul to Hawthorne instead. First foul on Blake Hawthorne, junior from Eagle, Idaho. And 2 shots coming up for Gavin Van Kampen, or a 1-and-1 rather. First shot, Van Kampen connects. The 6'9 freshman forward from Jonesville, Michigan, is on the board for the Hornets, who trail 77-44 with 2.5 to play. Second shot for Van Kampen connects. Inbounds pass goes to DJ Harvey for the Maroons. Harvey to Moore. LJ Moore muscles his way inside, and it's going to be a foul called against Gavin Van Kampen. LJ Moore was bruising through that lane. Van Kampen with the floor foul will have an inbound now, DJ Harvey. 2:23 to go. Harvey to inbound. Feeds LJ Moore. Moore moving around. Gives it back to Harvey. DJ Harvey muscles it inside to Hawthorne, who recovers. Hawthorne backing down. Hook shot. No. Rebound taken by Chicago. Ezra Mose. Harvey now launches a 3. DJ Harvey, it's off the mark. Rebound into the hands of Kalamazoo. But first we're going to get a foul on Trey Bowling. Of Kalamazoo, and that will keep the ball right here with the Maroons with a new shot clock. Harvey to inbound. Harvey is going to throw it up there where it's caught by Hawthorne. Blake Hawthorne feeds Harvey. Harvey motors right. Harvey back over to Hawthorne. Blake Hawthorne into the paint. Reverse layup. Good, Blake Hawthorne. And a foul going to be added to that, too, as Trey Bowling got a hand on Hawthorne, and he'll be headed to the line for a 3-point play. Second foul on Bowling. Hawthorne's career high is 9. He's got 4 today. Second shot by Hawthorne, no. Rebound taken away by Gavin Van Kampen and fed right side to Caleb Call. Call looked for an inside feed, now goes outside instead Olmeda. Nicholas Olmeda over to Bowling. Other direction, 3-ball launched and missed by Jackson Kiefer. Rebound taken by Hawthorne. Hawthorne feeds Harvey now. Harvey motors inside. Gives it up right side to L.J. Moore. Into the paint, L.J. Moore. Looks for a kick out, finds it on Harvey. A minute and a half to go in the game. Hawthorne gives it up Mose. Ezra Mose drives inside, gives it up Hawthorne. Corner 3, Hawthorne. Got it! Blake Hawthorne with 7. And the junior continues to impress in limited minutes. 82-45 now the score. Caleb Call the other way. Call looks around. Call still holding. Now drives it right. Caleb Call behind his back to Van Kampen. Van Kampen inside. Gavin Van Kampen moves and makes the shot while being fouled. L.J. Moore will get hit with that. And Gavin Van Kampen will have 4 points. We'll look to make it 5 at the line right here. Gavin Van Kampen from Jonesville, Michigan. Biggest player on this team. Second, and one is no good. Rebound slapped around and taken by L.J. Moore of Chicago. He feeds it the other way, and it's going to be collected by Ezra Mose. Mose right side goes to Harvey. DJ Harvey gives it up Mose. Mose motors left. Ezra Mose gives it top of the key, and Hawthorne shoots a straight on 3 now and misses it. Rebound Moore puts it back up. Moore, no good. And the rebound taken by Bowling of Kalamazoo. Other end, Van Kampen motors into the lane, kicks it out. Bowling now has it, throws it left, where it's now held by Caleb Call. Call backing down his man with 20 seconds left. Call inside. Caleb Call flings up a shot, no good, but he's fouled. As that will go against Ezra Mose. That'll be his second foul. With 18 seconds left, Caleb Call on for 2 more shots. Could be the last shot taken this game. First by Call is good. Giving him 7. Call's career high is 15. He averaged 2.1 a game heading into this one. That number will increase. Second shot by Caleb Call is no good and too short. Rebound snapped around and taken by Kalamazoo off the hands of L.J. Moore. So the inbound will be coming from Kiefer. And Kiefer will inbound it over to Call. Call fakes, motors inside. Call tries to bounce it off, and no good. This time it's going to Chicago, as it was off of Caleb Call with 12 seconds left. L.J. Moore will inbound. DJ Harvey will collect. No interest in shooting, and that should do it. Maroons win their 6th straight game on the road. They defeat Kalamazoo 82-48 to finish out non-conference play with a record of 9 wins and 2 losses here in the 2024-25 season. This was Chicago Basketball on Graham Sportscasting Channel. Maroons will be back in action next Saturday against Wash U on the road. Thank you for listening.